right, everybody. Look, long time overdue. We're doing a new special, TV Guide special. Fall's coming up. All the good shows are coming on.
It's time to re-up.
There's a lot of shows that I want to watch again.
There's a lot of I'm excited
Arrow and
for
Flash.
this. I was gonna say the Arrow and Flash is coming back. If you were a fan of the Arrow and Flash last year, Flash to me stood out. Me and my boy Deron were talking about this. You'll probably hear from Deron sometime in the near future. I think Flash kind of surpassed Arrow.
It's different.
It's different.
Arrow tries to stay kind of.
I think the problem with Arrow was it was a good, but it was like their third season, so they kind of broke it up in two parts.
Well, I heard they're talking about like the fifth season. They're just gonna stop it.
I mean,
that's what I heard because then
there's
no more flashback scenes to China.
Yeah, I mean, it can't go that far. I mean, I can understand keeping it short series.
I don't even need flashbacks. Honestly,
I don't even see the point. The flashbacks aren't.
The first season was necessary. Second season, okay, and then after that, I don't really care anymore. I don't need.
Well,
what is it on like season 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I thought because every flashback every season led to some big discovery, big revelation. This last one didn't really tell us anything that we.
Nothing. It was just trying to get the Asian population to watch. To be honest with you.
Well, they had to introduce Katana somehow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is Katana.
This lady, we're in Japan.
Well, what do you guys think?
Killing children.
Compared this season to the first. Jesus. I see Aaron still carrying on from the last episode. Well, what do you guys think of this season compared to the last couple ones? I thought like maybe 2 might have been the best one.
I liked every season.
Me too. Yeah,
I can't lie. The only thing that I'm not too sure about is that, which I can see why they're trying to do it, they're trying to bring Arrow's sister. She's now really going to be Speedy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not too sure about that.
Well, that's kind of forcing down that throw. I mean, the training. She's the one that went through the least amount of training.
Well, they're doing
a bunch of training.
They're doing kind of a...
Really? Don't they worse?
They just never showed her montage. That's what it was.
I do give them the thing with Black Canary, because that was at least realistic. She'll get her ass kicked a couple times, then she's getting better and better.
Or she was learning boxing exclusively from Wildcat.
When you box with Mayweather,
I mean... I actually thought the season was really good. I like Flash too. I actually was surprised because I was never really a big Flash comic.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really that was out there talking about Flash as a shit.
I don't think anybody was expecting anything when if you saw the original Flash TV series. If you lived through that, like myself.
That's like saying if you saw the original Captain America movie in the 90s, you didn't expect anything from Winter Soldier.
If you saw Dolph Lundgren and Punisher, you're not going to expect shit.
If you saw the original Fantastic Four in 94, never mind. You're better off watching that one.
But speaking of superhero shows, Jessica Jones starts pretty soon in November.
I'm not excited about that.
Why not? What? It's a Netflix original.
I know it's a Netflix. I'm going to watch it.
So far has not done wrong.
So let me ask you this question.
As a character, though?
Have you read Alias?
Alias, the comic, the Marvel comic?
That's Jessica Jones' comic, but by Bendis.
No, I have not read it.
Okay, so I would recommend reading it.
Does it have anything to do with that Alias TV show?
No, completely different. It's basically Jessica Jones.
Yeah, because doesn't she fight like she's got superpowers, then she doesn't have superpowers?
Yeah, and now she's a mom.
She wants to be a detective, and
so
she's getting rimmed up from.
I know it's
Luke
necessary
Cage.
for getting that long.
In theory, she has powers, but she doesn't know how to control them that well.
Okay. What are her powers? Break it down for people.
She's like Luke Cage, but she's pale.
Is that her powers?
And she can fly.
Can she fly?
Yeah,
but not very well.
Sometimes
not very well.
She can fly. She can fly, but she can't land.
Yeah.
So it's realistic.
Yeah. And her main villain is Purple Man, which is also Daredevil.
I thought that was Spider-Man's.
No, that was Daredevil's.
Daredevil's.
Purple Man?
Yeah,
I think Purple Man is going to be on... It's the guy who was Doctor Who, right?
I don't watch Doctor Who, so I have no idea.
Neither do I.
Neither do I.
Doctor Who, or District 9. The guy who turns into the alien in District 9.
Oh, okay, I know. From the 18, the dude from the 18. Yeah, the guy in District 9 is in the 18.
Is he? Does he play Hannibal?
No, he plays the crazy pilot dude.
Yeah, I think his actor's name is like Charlotte.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's like South African or something.
Some weird name like that.
But
he's also in Powers.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's the main character in Powers.
Was that any good?
It started out good, you said, right?
I started out really good, and then as the series progressed, you quickly realize this shit has no budget, because the special effects were just really, really like almost sci-fi-ish.
Oh no, sci-fi! Shout out to sci-fi.
Well, yeah, it was like a Sony Stream production.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't as bad as I thought Gotham was. Sorry if you like Gotham, guys, but I did. It wasn't.
Well, that's another.
I'm actually excited to see Gotham and not excited to see Gotham at the same
My
time.
problem with Gotham is they're taking this Joker thing a lot further than they should. I mean, if it's an alternate universe, then go ahead, do whatever you want. But this, like, they were trying to stick to the original Batman story, and then some of it makes sense. So Penguin, like being a low mob boss member and then rising up, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But with the Joker thing, like, all right, it's going like Harvey Dent. Harvey Dent should not be there right now. Harvey Dent's part of the show.
Listen, this is the one thing that I've talked about since Gotham started is that this timeline.
It should
Fuck
be
this
different.
timeline.
Yeah, it should be different. Make it different.
They got flip phones and fatback computers and cameras with fucking big bold flashes on them. Like,
Doesn't make any sense.
it makes
Like,
no sense.
And like, if you're gonna do it, like, if you want to just do a Batman Smallville version, fine, and then show me Batman. Like, don't try to be like it show's not really about Batman, but then have all Batman villains that are way older than Batman, but not show Batman.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Everybody's like 13 years older than what Batman is. Like,
And it's
that's not
kind of
shit-
hard
shit's
to
not even
root for
right.
Commissioner Gordon because, you know, for Batman to appear, Commissioner Gordon has to fail spectacularly. Like, Commissioner Gordon has to, like, basically not get anything accomplished. That's why there's a Batman in the first place.
And why did they turn his wife into like a sociopath? That didn't make no type of sense.
Yeah, out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah, I
his
don't
wife,
know.
Barbara Gordon, is just like a fucking...
She's like a throwaway character in the comic. Now, and this she's like in their Joker.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but she was like in it for like, she had like a couple of cut scenes, and then all of a sudden she's like loves killing people.
Yes.
Wait, is she killing people now?
She was like with that
She was
guy,
the guy
that,
from Heroes.
yeah, the guy from Heroes. And
Oh, I
Rocky,
missed that.
Oh, Balboa.
I mean, it was...
Who he's like he's like the Elephant Man that got a makeover and became like a chainsaw massacre type killer.
Oh, okay. Well,
And she loves it.
did they figure out what Mooney's character was supposed to be? Like,
I always thought Mooney's character was like the guy from the cartoon, that animated series, the cop that just didn't give a fuck. He was fat.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. What
No. When I say Mooney, I mean Jada Smith's character.
I think she just was a.
She's just a made-up character.
She was just like, listen, this story is going to be so fucking dumb that we need to get Jada Pinkett Smith in.
Like, why not?
And kill her off in
no
season 1.
association.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even really watch the full. I watched a couple episodes. My
Was
wife
she
liked
died?
the show.
Oh, no.
Listen, I
I don't know because I haven't watched it.
I know she lost the eye, but I didn't know she ended up...
She lost the eye and they gave her another one with a different color.
Yeah, but she ends up dying?
Listen,
I'm sorry, we're probably
guys,
spending too much time on
I don't
this.
want to spoil anything about this, but
Well, the season's over, so...
no, it's about to come back.
No, I'm saying the last season, the first season. If she died in the first season, then...
It was either the first. I don't even know if it was the first and the second season, or if this is the third season.
No, this is the second season.
This is the second season because they took they take that long ass break.
Break,
Fox.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's Fox. Fox doesn't know how schedules work.
It's not a very good show. Hold on, it's not a bad show. It's a bad depiction of Gotham City and Batman
Okay.
and anything to do with that DC comic.
Like if you really like Batman, you know his story well. Don't pay attention to this.
You want to know what's sad is that they do such a great job with Arrow and The Flash, and they did such a fucking shitty job with something that has to do with Batman.
Well, you know what? I mean, let's all right.
Well, to be fair, like DC just kind of figured out how to do some TV shows, and even then, when a dude shows good, they don't stick with it. Like Constantine was amazing.
Constantine
Yeah.
was dope as fuck.
Yeah.
But then they
Come
got-
into Flash
Yep.
or Arrow.
No, it's Flash. It'll be in
Flash?
episode 10.
Yeah.
Same dude.
Yep, same actor.
Oh, nice. You know what? I liked what they did with Arrow and Flash, and Oliver even commented on it. He was like, "Where you're from, it's nice and bright and shiny. Down here where I'm at, it's gritty and fucked up." Like Flash and Arrow are two different kind of scenarios. Flash is more the sun shines a little brighter. Arrow shit happens at night by docks and shit and warehouses.
Yeah, it's like Long Island and Queens.
Yeah, it's like Superman, Batman time. Metropolis just looks a lot better than Gotham. You know, and I like the fact that it's the same producers, but they set up that distinction because it's important. Because Arrow's the way he is, and whenever you saw Flash and Arrow get together and Arrow was torturing some dude, Flash was looking at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?
Whoa, what? Are we doing this? Like seriously? We just gonna burn this? Like we gonna cut this guy's face? All we want to know is where he works."
And Oliver's just like, I got my reason.
Exactly.
You failed us. Die, bitch.
You just showed me my car.
He's like DMX.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, send you, motherfuckers.
And, a running theme
Burn that face.
a running theme we're gonna have throughout the show. Where it's not all comic book shows, but like shows that we're excited by. One show that I'm excited by, I saw the beginning of it and I already liked it already, was Bastard Executioner. FX is like the baby brother to HBO. They have really good shows.
Not for nothing. I really wanted to see that. I programmed it on my DVR.
Yeah,
and
it's a 2-hour
it
special,
didn't
though.
fucking record.
I have it recorded, but it's like it looks like it's
But it's
really
not.
hard to be Game of Thrones.
It's
It's
Kurt
not what you
Sutter,
think
though.
it is.
So
Yeah.
you know it's going to be good if you watch Sons of Anarchy.
I thought it'll be a little more
watch
fantasy or anything.
Watch
like
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
Sons
Sons of
I don't give a
Anarchy
shit
is
about
alright.
motorcycle gangs.
It's alright. I mean,
Watch it. It was actually a really good show.
it's okay though. It's like Sopranos with motorcycle gangs. They have a lot of different gangs involved, black gangs.
And the other thing that makes it like Sopranos is that the ending sucked.
yeah. It's Thelma and Louise ending. Like you just drive off.
City of Angels. He was like riding on his bike with his hands out like, get me.
Awesome, like Titanic shit.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Well, yeah, there you go. but FX I think has a long list of like hit shows where they're pretty good. Like HBO, everybody knows HBO for having good shows.
The problem
FX is
FX
up there.
is quick to cut a show though.
FX and AMC have done very
AMC
well.
out of nowhere, starting Walking Dead. AMC out of nowhere
No,
starting.
not starting The Walking Dead.
What did
Breaking
they have
Bad.
before?
They had Mad Men before. I never seen Mad Men, but Mad Men.
I
was
seen
really
Mad
their
Men. Mad
first
Men's
jump
alright.
off.
It was okay.
It's alright.
It didn't captivate me.
Listen, Breaking Bad though, that's that shit right there.
But you know what show it does look good to me? I mean, it looks like it's either going to be really, really good or really, 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 really shitty.
What?
It's that movie that show with Wesley Snipes.
Yes.
I thought we were
The
talking
player?
about. I thought you were talking about Enter the Badlands on AMC or
That's
whatever.
not coming out to the
Is that the samurai
That's like
one?
November or
Is that
something
the
like that.
samurai one?
Yeah.
That looks good.
It looks like it's going to be dope.
You brought it to Wesley Snipes. You know that shit ain't good.
I know,
Wesley's in
But
it.
the action in there looks really dope.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, this is a TV budget.
That show
though.
is going to be. What's
Kind of looks like Human
It's on
Target and
NBC.
Jace.
It's on
Yes.
NBC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give it 8 episodes.
You're
Cancel it.
probably right.
Just like that. Just like that show. Is it? It's either CBS or NBC that's doing it with the girl with all the tattoos.
That's NBC.
NBC.
8 episodes, maybe 6.
I watched the pilot for that. That's actually a pretty good show.
That looks pretty alright.
You like Blacklist?
It's fucking Memento.
But do you like Blacklist?
I've never seen Blacklist.
Blacklist is pretty
Blacklist is
good.
dope.
I heard it was
Blacklist is
really good, but it had like 5 episodes deep. And
If you like James,
My
if you like
DVR was
James
full.
Spader, then
Yeah, James Spader is awesome.
he's awesome.
He was underrated. I'm glad Blacklist put him in the light because James Spader, as he got older, became a really good actor.
Except for when he played Ultron.
Well,
you gotta
mean,
watch him in
I
The
blame that on
Secretary.
Whedon.
The Secretary was
That's
amazing.
the script.
What?
The Secretary.
What are you talking about this before?
We talked about this last week, I think,
Yeah.
or 2 weeks ago.
On that note.
I'll let you watch it.
Well, you know what? We should have a
it.
poll. Who cancels shows faster, NBC or Fox?
Fox.
Fox will give you 3 episodes.
No, Fox cancels everything.
Like, even if it's getting ratings, they just like, fuck
Fox
you.
does shit and then brings it back 10 years later.
Yeah, aren't they bringing back like Malcolm in the Middle?
Really?
I heard they're bringing back Malcolm in the Middle.
Really?
Yeah,
Is this
I don't know
your-
how.
For all that, bring back Martin, Fox.
they are bringing back Fresh Prince of Bel Air. That's NBC.
But that's NBC though.
Yeah.
Wait, is Baxter coming back for another season? Because I can't. That's
Nope.
like House as a detective.
Nope.
I love that show.
Really?
Maxim, I never watched it.
I loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Who the
I
fuck
really
is
like
giving
that
Morris
show.
Chestnut work?
That
What is
show-
that show?
That show's gonna get canceled immediately.
That
ASAP.
You want to know what a show that was good that Fox had was Almost Human. But they had to cancel it because they had that dude from the Medea movie throwing kids out the window. They were like, you know what? Nah, they still remember you throwing kids out the window.
I think the problem with Fox
They put out
is...
Minority Report too. That's just gonna get canceled.
That's just gonna get.
immediately.
Listen,
Yes.
unfortunately, my girlfriend's on there, Megan Good.
Oh, yes.
But
Megan
nobody's-
just picks bad stuff to be part of.
That show looks like
The problem with Fox, I think the problem with Fox that NBC starting to have, they put too much money into these shows. Like, you see some of these special effects, it looks amazing, but it's like they can't afford to keep
that's
doing
what it is. Like, yo, we can't afford to pay you and the FX
Blow up,
guy,
like, the whole-
and
yeah.
you guys got like 15 followers.
That's why, like, CW does what they do. Like, the show can be shitty, but it'll keep going because they're not paying anything. Like,
Well, I mean, the comic book movies have a big budget, but they're banking on the fact that superhero has a big following.
yeah.
So they kinda
I'm actually kind of
roll with it.
interested into that Supergirl. I don't know how long
Is there a
it's gonna
preview
last.
out for that yet?
The good news is that I will be doing a review on that later.
You watched it?
I watched the pilot.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? What? Never mind.
I got my ways of finding things.
Well, yeah,
I did see it.
that we're not gonna mention on air, but
But yeah, I've actually like.
I saw her costume and I'm like,
kind of campy.
it looks very CBS-ish. Like it looks like it's made for old people, and like CBS has a certain look.
Listen, I watched Lois and Clark when I was younger.
Well, yeah,
and that
I
shit
watched
had
it
George
too.
Jefferson in it, making toys that were making people fight each other.
You know what's funny? I used to watch Lois and Clark back in the day, and I mean, I wasn't into Superman as much. I was into comics, but going back as an adult and looking at who the villains were supposed to be, like who Brainiac was, and like so you're looking like is that a dude with like red paint on? Wait, that's Brainiac? What?
Yeah, I mean, trust me, everything that's come out comic book related,
Yeah.
I've watched.
Wait, did you ever?
Remember Generation X?
Oh, I watched that. That
On
movie
Fox?
is so bad.
That was
There was like actually 2 people from that movie that were in the comics. Do you guys remember? It was only 3 episodes, but I was on the hardcore Birds of Prey.
I watched like one episode.
Yeah, that was awful.
And then
that
they
was
even had
god-awful.
Batman on it. It just says Shadow.
It was like Barbara Gordon. This is the Barbara Gordon show. Yeah, let me watch this bitch in a wheelchair.
Birds of Prey was so bad.
But yeah, no, CBS has been on that DC shit for a long ass time.
What else did they have? I mean, I remember The Flash back then.
The CW or WPIX, as I
Or
watched it back then, they had
in New York.
They had Phantom had his own show.
Really?
Yes,
I remember the Phantom movie.
god awful
Do you guys remember the Nick Fury movie with?
with David Hasselhoff.
Yes.
You're in the horror movies though. You're gonna watch Scream Queens.
I think I'm gonna give it a little. I'm gonna give it a shot. They're advertising it though, like, you know, it's not serious. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be scary or jump. What do you call it?
Wait, Scream Queens, is that a reality show or is it?
No, Scream Queens is gonna be like Fox's version of American Horror Story.
Really? Well, that is. They do have American.
Yeah,
Horror Story.
FX is American Horror Story, which
No, Fox is.
FX is
Oh.
American Horror Story.
And
Well, yeah, Fox is FX.
And you
Well,
said-
yeah, but I thought
you
that
said
was
you wanted
Fox.
to check out Ash vs. Evil. That's gonna be on Stars. That starts
Yeah.
in a month.
Yeah.
Speaking of stars, they actually have a good show. It's called Survivor's Remorse. It's produced by LeBron James, and it's about like the basketball player.
I haven't seen
even-
any of it.
It's a comedy. It's a straight comedy, but it's actually pretty decent. It's like has pretty like realistic.
I'm actually interested in HBO's pulling out. It was an old book, Westworld.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's basically like a futuristic Wild West.
Oh, really? By HBO?
That's not really what it's about.
But
was-
that's what it is.
No, what it is, it's a theme park, almost like Jurassic Park, where it's a Wild West theme, but all the robots become sentient.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what.
And this
the
is from
actual-
HBO is usually more grounded than this.
that's-
really.
This is like an old book that my dad read.
It was like
I'm
a no- oh, damn, it's that
talking
old?
like it's old.
They made a movie about it.
Really?
Yeah, back in like the 70s. But that's what it's about.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought it was about the Wild
way-
West,
yeah,
and then but
It's actually a theme park. So it's like Jurassic. It's like Jurassic Park. But instead
Okay.
of dinosaurs, it's like these robots that play these like Wild West characters, but then become aware of their surroundings. And
Yeah.
starts freaking people out.
Wow. All right.
speaking of which, I think Humans on AMC is getting canceled.
I never even watched it.
Wait, I think I've heard of that one.
Humans was basically it was. I gave it the shot. It's
Yeah.
AMC. 'Cause
AMC
puts
I-
out pretty good,
Yeah.
pretty good.
Except for
shows.
Fear the Walking Dead, apparently.
Fear the Walking Dead is getting there.
It's getting there.
It's, I mean, very slowly.
it's
Crawling there.
It's slow, but the thing about it is,
Like,
it's the beginning parts of what happens during The Walking Dead, so it's gonna be slow.
Episode 1 sucked dick.
It was
No,
basically.
I like the beginning part of it. I think the whole part of the fact that the kid was like, he's like a fucking meth head, so nobody believes him that like some crazy shit.
That's actually a cool idea.
You know what really pisses me off in these shows is that, okay, we're gonna have a zombie apocalypse,
Yeah.
but use some fucking common logic on things. Like, let's say, so spoiler alert, people who haven't watched the show yet.
Shame on you.
There's a zombie apocalypse that is happening now. You're going through it, so at this point, you don't know what the fuck's going down.
Yeah.
But we have a family of 4, 3 of which saw what the fuck was going down. They have to go get their daughter. They don't explain to them what the fuck happened. They're just like, yeah, they come with us. but my boyfriend's sick. No, it's okay, but just come with us. No, just say, listen, people are getting sick and eating people's fucking faces. Come with us.
No, because Florida with bath salts all over
again. You know
again.
what it is? Because the dad, who I don't know if he's Mexican or he's Arab.
Oh, that dude plays both. He plays.
Yeah, he plays every demographic.
Whatever you need.
If you're brown, that's the brown
Training
Samuel L. Jackson, a.k.a. Nicolas Cage.
Training Day, he was Mexican. Everything else, he was Arab. Whatever you need.
But the dad still thinks that it's just like the flu, and people are going to be okay with it.
Well, I saw people eating each other, so he must be retarded or something.
He is retarded.
He is. What was the guy that had the RV in The Walking Dead? Dale? He's Dale.
Okay.
He's a much tanner, much younger version of Dale.
Well, I would think with a genre like zombies, it's pretty popular now, to the point where it's probably dying out. You would have to come up with something new where common sense, because zombies got so popular where common sense would have to take hold now, where you're not going to do the same shit you did in, George Romero's zombie movies. You're going to do something different because everybody knows about zombies. So when you take a different take on it, like...
Not to mention the fact that he's so paranoid about what's going on that he needs to get out of the fucking city, but not paranoid enough to tell his fucking kid what's going down.
How old is his kid? Is his kid
He's
like
a fucking teenager?
That's not his kid. It's not his problem. All right? That's his adopted child.
He didn't even tell his biological son what the fuck was going on either. He was just like, you gotta come with me.
Well, no, but his biological kid see what was going on. He was with him when that shit started happening.
Why do you sound Italian? Son? Like, but
Anybody interested in seeing Grandfathered on Fox?
John Stamos
and
his 10th attempt at trying to do a...
I'm more interested in seeing a Fuller House on Netflix than that shit.
You know how desperate I was to I liked watching stupid weird shit. I watched the Full House behind the scenes on Lifetime.
I wanted to see.
Apparently, Bob Saget doesn't just do those jokes on air. He does it on the show. And they're like, yo, somebody's got to stop fucking Bob. His kids here. It was fucking hilarious.
Bob's holding up Michelle like, hey, I'm selling kids for crack. No, yeah, everybody knows Bob Saget. I wanted to see that.
I had no idea. Like, when I was a kid, I thought, because there's Americans Funniest Videos, I thought he's just some corny white dad. You see him stand up and be like, holy shit.
Yeah, you don't remember Half Baked? Bob Saget sucking dick for crack.
He's like, are you sucking dick for marijuana?
Boo this man. You know what show was good though? I mean, it's technically considered a fall show because it just started, but they do the Netflix thing where they show everything out. So
yeah.
It's called Hand of God.
Which one is that one?
It's with Ron.
No,
Perlman.
that's not. That's an Amazon show, isn't it?
Oh, that's the Amazon show.
They
Yeah.
released the whole thing like all at once, like they do it.
Yeah.
My dad was like, "Yo, my box isn't recording Hand of God." I tried to program it. I'm like, Dad, that shit's Amazon.
Amazon only.
That was the worst trailer because I know it's interesting, but that trailer tells you nothing what this shit's about. Like,
I don't know. Is it literally about God? Is it about
this guy a scam artist?
Is it House of Cards?
No, basically what happens is the guy's a judge. The guy,
he's like a Supreme Court judge, or something.
And he hears like the voice of God telling him to get vengeance because somebody dies essentially, and he wants to get vengeance for them. And he starts fucking shit up. Basically,
Somebody failed the city.
But you know what else was really good?
What?
That I saw. I may have or may not have seen a bootleg trailer of.
Not bootleg. It fell off a truck digitally.
I'm a member of SAG, so I get
yes.
screenings.
He was an extra in a Subway commercial.
Lucifer.
Oh, they came out with
Fox, right?
Yeah.
They're coming out with a.
I saw a trailer.
Really?
Yep.
Is it gonna be as boring as the comic?
No, it's actually really interesting.
It's the guy. I think you and me had this conversation. It was the same guy who was in
Constantine.
No, it was some USA. It was basically every USA show about a doctor.
Oh, okay.
It was called.
First of all, USA picks the same white people for every show.
No, not Speed.
I forget.
Something like that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Rush.
Yeah.
Rush. Oh, that guy.
The guy from
I like
Rush.
that guy.
Yeah,
Wait, Rush got canceled?
Rush got canceled, and then they had this other thing about a guy who's
complicated.
Complicated, yeah.
And that shit got canceled too.
Yeah.
Did it? Because I saw one episode in the middle. I'm like, this is pretty good.
Rush was actually pretty good.
Rush was alright. Rush was
too
real.
bad. Rush was the same exact show as what was that? He's like the doctor for. Rich.
Beverly Hills
Oh,
type
you're talking
of.
about Royal Pains.
Royal
Pains.
Pains is awful. I'm
I
sorry.
love that show.
That show
I've never seen
that
it.
Show is,
I couldn't do it. Rush was
corny.
better. Rush was dope. But yeah, Lucifer is the same guy from Rush. It looks pretty good.
I like that guy.
pilot was good.
The good thing about Rush, even though it got canceled, it introduced me to that guy because that guy could go on a drug binge and make you believe it.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, Lucifer is basically, like, if you haven't read the comics, because if you haven't, I wouldn't recommend them because it's really, really boring.
Really, really dry. Like,
But basically,
it's like Constantine without anything happening.
well, kind of.
It's the same premise. Like,
Well,
you know.
no,
I mean,
because he's the devil.
He's the devil. He's like,
Yeah, but he's bored of his
But
like
he's chilling.
job.
He's chilling on Earth.
He owns
Let
a
me get
bar
this
and
nightclub.
shit. Yeah.
yeah.
But you know what show doesn't get as much love as I thought it would? And I stopped following it myself. This is why I put up FX on such a pedestal. Justified.
It's canceled.
I thought they were on like their fourth or fifth.
Justifies the one with the
Timothy
cowboy.
Olyphant, yeah, which is
Yeah,
a
it
really
was a
good.
season finale like
They just
this
ended it, yeah.
year.
Was it canceled or did they have their series finale?
Season or series
They
finale.
canceled it, but they let him finish the series.
Oh Jesus, really?
It got kind of really bad after episode 3. I mean, season 3.
Nobody
I was a
cared,
big
nobody
fan
cared
of the
about
show.
show.
Yeah, it's just
Damn.
What I want to see is Preacher on AMC.
that's not coming out until 2016 though.
Is it?
Yeah, they're still filming that.
2016 is like 5 months away.
Yeah, 2016. Most of the
like
shows are gonna come out.
Spring 2016.
So
Listen, I just want Walking Dead to come back, the regular one.
how far are they gonna go
fuck
with
this
this?
silence, all right?
I like
Walking
Walking-
Dead, rah!
I like Walking Dead.
How far are they gonna go with this? Really?
How you can go as far as you want.
Yeah, they got-
They're
it's
still
like-
making comic books.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Like I feel like Walking Dead's gonna be one of those where the ending is gonna be like everybody's gonna be complaining about. Like,
You want to
of
know what?
course.
Fuck you. Watch the series, all right? Read the comic books.
The ending's definitely gonna be bad.
I think the ending, like you could predict. You know yourself, Aaron. Like you guys are big Walking Dead fans, but like it seems like lately every good show or every popular show has a shitty ass ending.
Every show has a shitty ending. You
I
want to
mean,
know why?
even-
Because
Like even
it's the-
Seinfeld had a
it's the
badass
ending.
ending.
That's the network being like, fuck you,
But there are a few,
right? You guys should have kept this on. So
But
we
there are a
had
few
these-
shows that have endings where, like, all right, you're content with it, you're happy with it. It is what it is. Walking Dead, I feel like something's gonna happen with the main character. Either he becomes a zombie,
Well, you don't
or
know
he ends up
anything
blowing his
about the
brains
show,
out.
so.
I know enough to know
And,
that I
and
don't
I'm
want to
like,
watch it.
and I'm like 10 issues behind. So Dion, don't say anything.
It's the ones that you've missed have been not that good. And I'm a big Walking Dead.
What issue are they up to now? They gotta be
It's like
over 100.
140 at this point, right?
It's
gotta be.
I think it's like 150 something.
Damn. So I think, yeah, I'm like a good 10 issues.
And the show correlates pretty well with the comic, right? I heard there's been some diversion.
Of course, you can't have this. It's like everything else.
Because
You
it seems
can't
like it's
have
not catching up
No,
as...
because they killed Andrea. Fuck that show. And they made Tyrese a bitch.
No, Andrea was a fucking bitch on that show.
Yeah, but she wasn't in the
wanted
comic.
her. She wasn't in the comic book.
That's what I'm saying.
In the show, I was like, God, finally, kill this bitch.
And that's the
like-
blonde chick that fell in love with the governor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Instead, she was, she was.
So
on
that
some,
black chick with
she
the
was on
swords.
some Rick Grimes dick on the show, on the book.
In the actual comics, the governor just rapes
Michonne.
Michonne.
Yeah.
And Michonne's the one who cuts his arm off and his legs off.
So Michonne is in the
And
comics.
no,
Oh,
Michonne not only cuts his arm, she's pliers to nuts,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
just chopping off dicks.
Really?
Yeah. Listen, this is what happens when you rape a black bitch.
Don't rape black women or any
and
women.
guess what? The restraints were not tight enough. She's coming to fuck your ass up. She fucked the governor up bad.
I mean, we can keep talking about shows that throughout the show about shows that
Heroes,
break Seinfeld.
Reborn, Heroes.
Heroes.
Come on, man.
Fuck you for now.
Yeah.
Heroes was the first Heroes. I was.
That's what everybody tells me. The first season, yes.
The first season of
How
Heroes
does the show
was
get that bad that
amazing.
quickly?
The second season of Heroes
How does
was
it get that
okay.
bad?
No,
that
it was
quickly.
It was because of the writer's strike. That's what happened. The
It
writer's
was
strike
be-
happened, and they had to get like scab writers that weren't that good, and it fucked everything up.
You want to know what happened?
And they couldn't recover
It
from
was
that,
on
like, by third season?
NBC. It was on NBC. Stop fucking shows up.
Well, then that's what it is, then. I mean,
That's why. Fuck this carnival.
was the
With this
second
guy that makes
season...
earthquakes. that's how it ended.
Was the second season really that much of a departure from the first?
No,
Yes.
the second season was still okay.
Because nobody was...
Third season is what fucking the nail in the coffin.
I mean, I don't... It's hard. I mean, it's hard for me because it didn't seem like when
I
I
can't believe
started,
you didn't watch that. I even got the graphic novel.
you guys
after
at the same
first.
time. I actually read the graphic novel without watching the show. You guys at the same time kept telling me heroes. Everybody I knew was telling me heroes. And the fact was, I mean, it just didn't seem like anybody there was that likable. And then the memes started coming out, save the cheerleader, or like it just started getting more annoying than what it was worth. So that's why I never got into it, because the fans of it annoyed me to the point where, not you guys, just the with the internet and everything, like they were just beating your head over with heroes. I
take that personal.
When
I know
I-
you said not you guys, but fuck you.
When I stopped liking heroes is when they took the best bad guy
Siler.
and turned him into a good guy. And
Sally became a good. Well, you
But
eat people
he
though.
was like a kind of good guy, sociopath at the same time.
Was he? Did he need the people to survive? Is that why he was kind of a?
He was eating brains.
Yeah, I'm saying, how did he turn him into a
this nigga
good
was
guy?
cutting
It's
out
not like
minds.
Vegeta, you know,
he was just stealing their powers. That's all.
Yeah, he was
by eating their brains.
He was rogue on a power trip.
Basically, yeah.
I know this is a TV series, but we're dropping a lot of comic knowledge.
That's basically what he was like. Oh, word, you could do what? Hold on, let me cut your brain out and eat that shit.
Yum, bitch. Cocoa butter.
Yeah, like this motherfucker carried a spoon with him at all times because he was just slicing people's heads
Like,
open.
there's a black guy that can get a taxi? Come here.
Unfortunately, he couldn't slice somebody's head open at NBC to get ratings for that third season.
It only lasted like 3 seasons.
3
am I-
seasons.
Yeah.
Like, the first season critically claimed high rating, then the second season, it just went
At that point, Heroes was probably the only show that people like the highest watched show at that time at all.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty
on
sure.
NBC.
Yeah.
And it was on NBC. And
Well,
NBC fucked it up.
NBC, like, they get away with it because of their comedies, but MC's a shitty-ass network.
Their comedies aren't even not that good.
No, it used to be. It used to be the Thursday block was their block. Friends, Seinfeld,
Friends was
Frasier,
dope.
whatever if you were into that.
I like Friends. I know you guys don't, but
I like Friends. I'm a big Friends fan.
oh, okay.
I just stopped watching after a while because it got kind of like.
Because you couldn't believe that there was no minorities in the village.
Well, I mean, you're in the middle of New York City.
They threw one
They were-
black woman in at the end.
Yeah.
Just to kind of, people were like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. It's been on for like 13 years and there's no black people in New York City.
I mean,
But it was the village. That's
even
what it was.
Seinfeld had black people working in the background. I mean,
There
Friends.
was barely any black people in Seinfeld either.
Well, yeah. I
There
mean,
was-
90s
there
comedies.
was one black guy in Seinfeld. Wasn't it that lawyer?
Yeah.
Yeah, the lawyer. Yeah, the Johnny Cochran dude.
I mean, there wasn't any black people when he went to Yankee Stadium.
Those Dominicans.
Listen, you can't tell the difference. By far, Dominicans are black people. All right?
I'm surprised they got away with setting the Puerto Rican flag on fire and nobody said anything. It was a funny ass episode because I'm not even a Seinfeld. Oh yeah, they did by accident. Like they put the Dominican flag in the back of the car, but the exhaust set it on fire in the middle of the Puerto Rican Day parade.
All I know is that I didn't really watch Seinfeld.
Nah,
I saw like
wasn't
5
into-
Seinfeld episodes.
It was dry to me. I mean, there's a lot of people that like it, but it was.
I don't find Jerry Seinfeld funny at all.
What's the deal about peanuts
Yeah, who
on
cares?
airplanes? Like he was like your dad's
Best
comedian.
Jerry Seinfeld was on the Wale album.
Well, yeah. Well, Wale made a concept album about Seinfeld, which was really intelligent. People don't give Wale enough credit, but he's a really intelligent rapper.
It was better than
I
J-Rock.
digress. So how about we get
Hold on,
into...
hold on. I'm not going to allow you to speak things in. And let that go.
Yo, that was good. I haven't peeped that. That was good.
There is no way in hell that Wale A is even good.
Wait, do you listen to Wale albums at all?
Wale is ass juice.
No,
And
he's
sure
not.
as
No, he's
shit
not.
is not better than
The
J-Rock
album About Nothing was
The
really
album
clever.
about Nothing was really good.
The
It
album
was
About
better. It
Nothing
was better
was-
than that J-Rock
No, it
album.
wasn't.
Album About Nothing is really clever. It was really good. And I don't even like Seinfeld.
Fuck
Album
Dion.
About Nothing. Deron, hit up Facebook and tell Dion how good the album About Nothing was.
Thank you. The album about Nothing was dope.
Yeah.
It was better than that J-Rock album that Dion put on his pedestal.
That he would actually pay money for.
They
I
pay
still gotta
money for
listen
it.
to it. I gotta.
Anyway.
All right, this is our top 5. Even though it's a special, you know every episode we do a top 5. This is top 5 best TV characters of all time.
We're gonna let Dion go first since I won the last one.
No, I'm gonna let you go first, actually. So
I'll go first.
The
Fuck
winner,
it.
the winner always goes last. So that's why I'm going last.
Your list definitely didn't win.
Your
last.
list was trash.
Okay.
All right, now looking at my list, I was a lot more confident about my list when I was typing it, but I still stand behind it.
Okay.
Number 1, Robert Gordon from Criminal Intent. I know Law and Order SVU gets a lot of love, but Vincent D'Onofrio's character in Law and Order Criminal Intent was dope. I mean, Vincent D'Onofrio as a character, as an actor in general is dope to
He
me.
plays the same guy everything he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
No,
he
he
does.
doesn't.
He was Gomer Pyle on this movie.
He was basically
what was it? Criminal Intent.
yeah, Criminal Intent. He was like the way his character was, the way he was neurotic, the way he could
Listen, the best thing he's ever did was play
not the cell.
the
what?
Kingpin on the Daredevil.
Wait, are you
Netflix.
guys really gonna shit on Vincent D'Onofrio?
I'm just saying he plays the same character. Everything.
I mean,
And it's a great character.
his second best was on Men in Black.
Men in Black.
You guys are so fucking backwards. I can't even fuck with you guys. Like you guys are so fucking country. Vincent D'Onofrio is a great actor.
That's number 1 on your list.
No, it's not in any order. But that's just the first one up.
That's because all of them are trash.
No, fuck you. Second one is General Adama from Battlestar Galactica. Because he was a minority general in charge of all these people. And second, he made the hard...
So happy I'm drinking.
Listen,
It numbs the pain of Fennell talking.
first of all, Dion can back me up. Battlestar Galactica was a great show.
He
Until
did
the end.
talk to me about Battlestar Galactica.
And Adama made the decisions, like the hard ass decisions. Like, listen, he was met with real ass problems. Like, do you let a small amount of people die for the greater good, or do you just go out and try to save everybody? He knew he couldn't save everybody. He let people die.
For the greater
There was-
good, I'm going to tell you to continue on with your list.
There was
'cause
better.
it's bad.
There were certainly better Battlestar Galactica characters than.
No, Adama was the dude, and you know what? I'm drinking too,
Wait,
so fuck you.
isn't the what was that Spanish guy? Is that the Spanish guy?
That's the Spanish guy with the chopped up face. He was the
Listen, Stand By Me.
Stand By Me dude.
All right.
Sakharov's character was.
No, her character was Wolverine. It was like basically be tough for no reason, and she was gone for half the series anyway when they thought she died.
She was going for the shitty parts of the show.
No. She,
I don't know what these guys
anyway,
are talking about.
third one. I'm going old school with this one. Zach Morris. Basically,
I give it up to Zach Morris.
Zach Morris
You gotta
was the
love Zach
one of the
Morris.
dudes that could tell
That's
you.
the best person on his list so far.
See,
Zach Morris
what he
was-
does is he gives you two really shitty ones, so that way he throws Zach Morris and you go keep shit on it. He's like, well, I don't know the last two.
No, the reason I put Zach Morris in there because he was the one that could tell you, hey, you could be an asshole and still get by in life. Like Zach Morris was a selfish,
best
fucked
part
up
of Zach-
character that hooked up with all the girls.
No, the
in that
best part of
school.
Zach Morris was some crazy she was having. He was like, "Yo, time out.
Well, I still do that to this
I'm
day.
about to smash Kelly Kapowski real quick."
Time back
Freehand,
in.
and he's like balls deep.
There was nothing that.
Zach Morris, I'm pretty sure, was schizophrenic. You were watching.
There's something Family Guy should touch on. Like, who was he talking to?
The delusional mind of a schizophrenic.
All right, and then there's All right, well, this is not gonna make it any better, but I never watched Star Trek. I never liked any Star Trek, shows. But I did watch one Star Trek show, and that was.
This is just like your last list.
No, I'm proud of this list. I'm fucking proud of this. Fuck you guys and suck a dick. Anyway, Captain Janeway from Star Trek Voyager. That's the only Star Trek show I ever watched, and she reminded me of just having.
I'm about to fold this chair up and hit you with it.
Listen,
Wait, what?
my list is awesome. Captain
Yo.
Janeway from fucking Voyager. Let me talk, you motherfuckers.
You want to know what? We might have to just continue this show with me and Dion. And since Fidel hardly
Captain
shows up
Janeway-
anyway,
what-
we're just going to do away with his character.
Captain Janeway from Star Trek Voyager was awesome. Just as a female boss, a male-dominated role. She just gained the respect. It was a great show. Fuck it. And then Merlin from fucking Arrow. Yes, Merlin.
Top 5?
Well, I did make this top 5 like 5 minutes ago because I didn't know this was a top 5. But
Apparently, Fennell is the fox of this trio.
I just want to let it be known right now that Carlos, you are now off the hot seat. But now has overtaken your throne of shitty lists.
no, this was a pretty good list. It's not as bad as the last one, but
No, it was
I
way
stand by
worse.
this one.
No, this list is worse than the last
Yeah.
one.
No, I like
This
one.
list was trash.
People, let them know. Let them know on Facebook and our website. Let them know
Let
my
them
list
know
was
that
all right.
me and Dion actually agree on something, and your list was shit.
That's because you guys are ignorant and kind of racist.
The Shade,
What does racism have to do with anything?
TheShadeShow.com. Aaron, go next.
All right, my list, as always, in no particular order.
House better not be on this bullshit.
I never really. I watched like 2 episodes of House.
All
That's
right.
that's Mike.
As long as it's not.
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah.
First person on my list, Al Bundy.
Oh god, here we go. Hey, I didn't know it was 1998 all over again because we could relate to Al Bundy.
We're talking about best TV characters, not Fennell's shitty ass list.
Al Bundy, you went with Al Bundy though.
You went with Battlestar Galactica, someone nobody's ever watched,
You know what? No, it was highly rated.
and
put sci-fi on the
and
map.
some Star Trek season that nobody watched either.
That was highly rated too. Fuck you.
Listen,
I got stuff to back
Al
my
Bundy,
shit up.
Poke High, fuck your bitch. All right.
The thing with the bunnies, it got really corny, really cheesy towards the end. When the characters come out, everybody started clapping.
So many seasons that there's nothing else to do. Not like
they started clapping for Kelly Bundy, and then that show started towards the end. Was
you trying to get at me in my list?
Yes,
on Al Bundy.
Yes.
Did you look at your list?
I'm gonna reserve judgment until I hear the rest of his list. But Al Bundy is pretty solid.
Al Bundy.
That's by Zach Morris. Al Bundy, Zach Morris. All right.
Unfortunately, that was my first.
No, let's see where you go
Zach
from
Morris
there.
was your half.
Let's see where you go from there.
All right. The next one,
Yeah.
Archie Bunker.
Jesus Christ. No wonder. It makes so much sense now. It makes so much
Aaron
sense.
has gone for
Archie Bunker. You want to know why? Nobody played a bigot and a racist so well.
Jesus Christ. Do you hate yourself? I feel like those dudes that talk about Pac would never rap with you. Archie Bunker would never hang out with you.
Archie Bunker was a dope character. He was
And
real.
he wouldn't like you.
He was real. He wouldn't like me, but I like him. You want to know why? Because I'm a little Archie Bunker inside.
That show was garbage. That
show sucked.
Archie Bunker.
The best thing about that show.
How was that?
The best thing about that show, it allowed the Jeffersons to be a thing.
That's it. That's the only thing.
That show is whack.
You guys are crazy. You're just upset that Archie Bunker made racist comments about black
We're just
people.
not as old as you. I guess.
Exactly.
You're like 2 years younger
Is
than
that
me.
what you did? You ran home from school and watched the Archie Bunker
No,
on TV?
it happened during my time frame. That was my oldest. So
The last season was when Ariel was watching TV.
the next one, Will Smith playing Will Smith in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. If you're gonna argue with me,
Will Smith is not going to be top 5. Will Smith didn't even know how to be an actor until season 3.
it doesn't matter. That show.
My bad.
How long was that? That
show was not that long.
It's 5 seasons.
No, maybe 6, maybe.
It had more than.
5.
I think it had
It was
more
5
than
seasons?
Yeah, this is what happened.
Well, the black chick got replaced that quickly?
I know it was 5 seasons because I remember
It had to be more than 5 seasons. Tyra Banks had no titties on that
it was
show.
it was 5